What's up, you beautiful people? My name's Olivia, and I'm starting a series on how God moves in your life. I am right now at a super transitional period in my life, so I feel like the signs that I'm getting from God are even more present. And God is showing up in the small details of everything. But a lot of times we have our blinders on, okay? And I get it, because I do too. And we don't see the little, like, Easter egg hunts that He's putting us on because He knows exactly your heart's desires. It's just whether or not you're willing to act on them. Open your eyes, open your ears, open your heart. Today, I want to talk about specifically rebranding yourself. Okay, there comes a point where you need to turn the page. Okay, a lot of times we're just so stuck on this version of ourselves that we think that we're supposed to be or the only thing that we knew. And at some point, God's like, all right, if you want to achieve this part, like this next chapter of your life, you have to rebrand yourself. You have to change. Now, it's not to say that you're trashing everything that you had before. Like, I was asking God, I'm like, okay, so since I'm rebranding, do I need to get rid of everything that I had prior on my platforms? And He's like, no, because it made you you. So don't like think that you just have to trash the old version of who you are. That made you who you are now. So be grateful for those things. Now let's get into how God moves and how He moves suddenly. Suddenly. Also, faith over fear. I love this because it gives me that confidence, that Godfidence that you need in order to make these decisions. So, I was going back home to Indiana. And honestly, like I booked this apartment that I wanted to go check out, okay? Like 2 months ago. But I knew I wasn't going to move there because I'm like, I don't know. That's just like a fever dream. It's somewhere I've always wanted to live, but I don't know if I'm going to do it because I already like established myself in South Carolina. I just am getting my esthetician license, yada, yada, yada. So I'm like, logically, it wouldn't make sense if I moved there. And why? You know what I mean? Other than being close to family. So I went there. I fell in love. I felt a peace that I like home. I know it's home, it's my roots, but like walking into the apartment, I was like, I felt this different kind of peace. And I went initially to see a 1 bedroom, okay? And then for, you know, fun, we went to go see a 2 bedroom. And I didn't think at all that I was going to get a 2 bedroom. I didn't even think I was going to live there. Okay. So then afterwards, my brother was like, that feels like you, Olivia. Like it feels like you here. And then when I told people the name of the place,